That's all right. I think we can work with it.
Okay. I'm ready whenever you're set.
Okay.
Come on here, sir. Going to step up here, state your full name for the judge.
My name is Marshall Bound Woods.
Okay, Mr. Woods.
It's actually my mother's phone number because
So
my
that's
phone has been turned off with lack of
Okay.
income.
Okay, so that is a message phone for you?
Yeah, it's 602-791-5820.
Okay, yep, that's it. Yes, sir. All right. The state is alleging 3 charges against you. All of them are misdemeanor violation, and all of them are DUI related. The first charge is a DUI being impaired to the slightest degree. The second charge is DUI having a blood or breath alcohol concentration at 0.08 or more. And the third charge is an extreme DUI violation of having a blood or breath alcohol concentration at 0.15% or more. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for an arraignment on April 1st at 9 o'clock in the morning. The arraignment is where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Depending on how you plead will be what happens next with the court proceeding. All of those options, as well as the penalty range, will be explained to you prior to you giving your plea, so you'll be well informed.
Okay.
2 things on this case is, number 1, it is jury eligible, so you can request, that's one of your rights, to request a jury trial if you decide to do that. We'll get that from you at the next hearing. The second part is that you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. So that's also available to you. So we'll talk about that also at the next hearing. If you decide early on that you want to exercise the right for a court-appointed attorney, come to our court and get a financial statement completed, and we'll put it in with the packet and talk to you at the next court date. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your release conditions are as follows. Obey all orders of the court. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately of any address change. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. So that's not a permanent order forever. It's while this is going through court proceedings, okay?
Yes.
Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Can you abide by those?
Yes, I will.
And you'll show up to court as ordered?
Yes, sir.
Okay, with your promise, I'll release you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. That's all I've got for you.
Okay.
Go ahead, head back.
Oh, sir?
We're gonna have him sit down, sir.
Okay, no problem. I thought he was overstepping, going right past it.
No, sir.
Sir, can you state your name, please?
William Henderson.
All right, Mr. Henderson. The state is alleging 2 violations against you. One is DUI. That's a misdemeanor violation, being impaired to the slightest degree. The second violation is having liquor in your vehicle unauthorized. That's a Class 2 misdemeanor. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for an arraignment on April 1st at 9 o'clock in the morning. The arraignment is where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to those charges. Depending on how you plead will be what occurs next with the court proceeding, and all of those options, as well as the penalty ranges, will be explained to you prior to giving your plea. The DUI violation, you have the right to have a jury trial, so you can request that at the next hearing if you decide to do that. You also have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. If you wish to exercise that right before the next court date, come to the court and pick up a financial statement to see if you financially qualify, and then we can make the decision at the next court date for that. Your release conditions are as follows: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, and then do not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. It's not a permanent order, but it is why this is going through the court proceedings. Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes, sir.
Can you abide by those?
Yes, sir.
And you'll show up to court as ordered?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll release you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions?
How soon do I need to come in and fill out the financial statement?
Well, at your convenience. So you're going to be released here shortly, and then at your convenience, come over and pick up the form. You can take it with you, and then when you come back to your court date, if you'd like, then you can just bring it with you. Okay?
Thank you,
That's up.
sir.
You're welcome.
You get a hand getting up? I don't move easy.
It's a combination of withdrawal from my normal,
Head on this, but we'll have you lay down for a bit. And we'll see the table.
All right, they're getting the rest.
Okay, are we doing the other two males first or females?
What
What?
are we doing next?
Those two females.
Two females.
Okay. The male might be in Globe actually, so that's probably.
Yeah, that we only have females left.
Okay, yeah, the male's in Globe, yeah.
Go ahead and stand right here. State your full name for the judge. Jennifer Faulkner.
All right, Ms. Faulkner. The state is alleging 3 charges against you. All of them are misdemeanor violations. The first one is a false reporting violation. The second one is a disorderly conduct violation under the domestic violence statute. Domestic violence means that there's a relationship between you and the other party, okay? Then the third charge is an assault charge under domestic violence. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for an arraignment on April 1st at 9 o'clock in the morning. The arraignment is where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to those charges.
Okay.
Depending on your plead will be what happens next with the court proceedings, and all of those options, as well as the penalty ranges for these charges, will be explained to you prior to you giving your plea.
Okay.
Your release conditions are as follows: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately if your address changes, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, do not contact the alleged victim in any manner, and this is only while it's going through court proceedings. Do not go near the location of the alleged offense, but you may return with law enforcement to collect some personal belongings that you have there.
Okay.
Do not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. And then the final is ordering you to pretrial services. So what that is you'll contact the probation department. I'll provide you a name and phone number. You're not on probation, but you are on release services. So if you fail to comply with the orders or you break these release conditions, then your release can be revoked and you can be retaken into custody.
Okay.
So that name and phone number will be provided, and in that they'll explain to you what the requirements are once you contact them. One of them that I have ordered is alcohol consumption monitoring. Since you're not to possess or consume alcohol, they're going to be ordered to monitor you to make sure you're checking in and make sure you're not consuming alcohol or possessing.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Alcohol had nothing to do with this. So where is this coming in?
Well, that's not what the release conditions state, and that's not what the law enforcement alleged in the petition for the arrest.
Okay.
So that's why I've put that into place.
Okay.
Do you understand those release conditions?
I believe so, but they'll be in writing.
They are in writing, and the boxes will be checked. If there's anything you need me to repeat, let me know.
No, I think I have it.
Okay, and it'll be written here for you. You'll get a copy of this.
Okay.
Can you comply with those requests those orders of release conditions that I gave you?
Yes, as long as I have, if I understand, a policeman is going to escort me so that I can go get
Correct.
my personal belongings because I don't have anything with me.
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah.
And if he's not there, can the police? I don't have keys to get in.
Yeah, consult with them. They may be even able to contact him. I'm not sure what will happen there, but
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you can comply with his release conditions?
Yes.
Okay, and you'll show up to court as ordered?
Yes.
Okay, we'll release you on your own recognizance. Don't forget to call them right upon your release at the probation department. I'll give you a name and phone number to do that.
And they're going to give me further instructions on, do I go in for alcohol testing?
Yeah, they'll tell you what their requirements are for their pretrial services, correct?
Okay.
And one of those that I listed that's exclusive is the monitoring of the non-consumption and non-possession of alcohol.
No problem.
Any questions on any of that?
No.
Okay, that's all I've got for you then.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too.
So it's step on here, state your full name to the judge.
I've seen the phone smell.
Thank you. The state is alleging 2 violations of dangerous drug possession or use. Both of those are felony allegations. You have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for a preliminary hearing on the 16th of March at 4:00 p.m. The preliminary hearing is to determine if there is probable cause to charge you with those 2 felony allegations, not convict you. If probable cause is met, then your case will bind over to the Gila County Superior Court. If probable cause is not met, those charges can dismiss. There's also a possibility that the case will go in front of a grand jury prior to that date and time. If that occurs, you'll be notified of that you do not need to appear in court. But as of now, we don't know, so you're ordered to be in court. The best thing to do is to check a day ahead of time, a business day ahead of time, to see if court is still proceeding. On those charges, your release conditions are obey all orders of the court, not to commit any crimes, notify the court immediately if your address changes, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, do not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription, not to possess any firearms, since it's felony allegations, and then if you're convicted, you could become a prohibited possessor. Regarding your release, since you have pending felony charges at the Maricopa County Superior Court, which currently has a warrant for your arrest with a $2,000 bond, that prohibits you from being bond eligible here under Rule 7.1, that you have a felony pending and that you allegedly committed another violation involving a felony. So you'll be held in custody with no bond until you see the Superior Court regarding the local charges, and then once that is handled, unless you post the $2,000 bond, which is cash only, Maricopa County Superior Court will be notified that you're eligible for release once that occurs to come up to transport you. Do you have any questions on that?
So, I stay in custody with Gila County until I see a judge?
Correct, yeah, the Superior Court, and that'll be what's called a 7.1 hearing, which is being that you have pending felony matters, and you are allegedly committed another felony. They're going to have that hearing at the Superior Court and determine what will happen on the local charges because of that, whether they're going to release you so Maricopa County can come and get you, or whether they're going to further hold you in custody on that.
Okay, when do I see the Superior Court?
And in what's a reasonable amount of time, so it's not designated, but it's normally within a week or so.
Okay.
Okay? Any other questions in that?
So if somebody posts the $2,000 bond that I have from Maricopa County, if that's posted before I see the Superior Court judge here, does that mean that once I'm done with the Superior Court judge here, I can be released if
Correct.
that's the case?
Yes, correct. So the local one is a no bond, but yes, if you get the bond posted on the 2,000, then once the local 7.1 hearing, unless they put another bond on you, I don't know, that may happen. But if that bond is posted for Maricopa County, that will resolve that. You'll just have to go to court still within 10 days of being released on that bond.
Okay.
To the Maricopa County Superior Court. Now also, since you're held in custody on a felony allegation on the local charges, you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you wish. I'm going to send a financial statement to you that if you wish to exercise that right, you can fill out the financial statement, and if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney, one will be assigned. Additionally, on the local charges, the prosecutor has 48 hours to file a formal complaint against you regarding those charges. If they fail to file the formal complaint on those local charges, then you'll be released outside of the exception of the 7.1 hold, so that's a whole nother matter, okay? But just the charges, if they don't file the complaint, then you'll be released on those charges, okay? So if a bond is placed on you, then that attorney, if you qualify, will be assigned to your case regarding that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay, that's all I've got for you.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
You betcha. Now, it might be a little, I'll see if I can get these shipped over to you right away. I got it backed up on a hearing here, and I'll see if a staff member can get it. Otherwise, I might be delayed getting copies to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.